The Adventures of Mini Pinkle and the School Bag. Once upon a time, in a land filled with twinkling stars and fluffy clouds, there was a tiny creature named Mini Pinkle. Mini Pinkle was as small as a marshmallow and as vibrant as a rainbow. With her bright pink fur and twinkling eyes, she loved to explore and discover new things every day. One sunny morning, as the golden rays peeked through the leaves, Mini Pinkle was hopping along the colorful flower garden near her home. The daisies danced in the breeze and the butterflies fluttered by, making Minnie giggle with delight. As she went, Mini Pinkle noticed something unusual resting on a shiny green leaf. It was a beautiful tiny school bag. The bag was adorned with stars and moons, and it shimmered under the sunlight as if it were sprinkled with magic. Filled with curiosity, Mini Pinkle tiptoed closer and examined the intriguing little bag. "I wonder what's inside," she thought to herself. With a gentle nudge, she opened the bag and found it filled with the most wonderful things: tiny crayons, a soft blanket, and a miniature book with colorful pictures. Her eyes widened with excitement. Mini Pinkle decided to put the school bag on. Though it was small, it fit her perfectly. She felt very grown up, just like the big children she sometimes saw attending school in the nearby village. From that moment, she decided it was her mission to learn something new every day with her magical school bag. She hopped over to her friend, Benny the bunny, who was munching on a carrot by the big oak tree. "Look, Benny, I have a new school bag," Mini Pinkle exclaimed. Benny the bunny twitched his nose happily. "Wow, Mini Pinkle, that's a splendid school bag. What are you going to learn today?" Mini Pinkle pondered for a moment, then her eyes lit up like little lamps. "I'm going to learn about colors," she declared. With her decision made, Mini Pinkle and Benny bounced joyfully towards the rainbow meadow. The meadow was a place where colors danced and played together. The grass was the greenest green, and the flowers boasted every color one could imagine. As Mini Pinkle wandered through the meadow, she noticed the red petals of a poppy flower. "This is red like a juicy strawberry," she chirped happily. Then she spotted a blue forget-me-not. "And this is blue, like the sky on a clear day." Benny helped her find yellow buttercups that glowed like the sun and purple violets that looked like little velvet hats. Mini Pinkle loved all the colors, but she loved pink the most, just like her fluffy fur. After learning about colors, they rested under the shade of the big oak tree and shared a tiny picnic. Mini Pinkle took out a small cupcake from her magical school bag and offered Benny a nibble. The cupcake was delicious, and it made them both giggle with joy. Once their tummies were full, Mini Pinkle wanted to learn more. "What shall we explore next?" she wondered aloud. Benny twitched his floppy ears and thought for a moment. "Why don't we learn about shapes?" he suggested. "What a splendid idea." Mini Pinkle beamed with excitement. Off they went to the pebble beach by the sparkling stream. The pebbles were smooth and came in many different shapes. Mini Pinkle carefully picked up a round pebble and said, "This is a circle, just like the sun in the sky." Benny found a pebble shaped like a triangle. "Look, Mini Pinkle, this one's like a mountain." They continued their adventure, finding all sorts of shapes. There was a square pebble that reminded Mini Pinkle of a little box, and an oval pebble that looked like an egg. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Mini Pinkle felt happy and content with all the new things she had learned. She hugged her magical school bag tightly and looked forward to her next big adventure. With a yawn, she realized it was time to head home. Benny waved goodbye and promised to explore with her again soon. Mini Pinkle skipped back home, her heart filled with joy, ready to tell her family about the wonderful day she had with her magical school bag. As she snuggled into her cozy bed that night, Mini Pinkle whispered to her school bag, "Tomorrow, we'll discover even more wonders." And with that, she drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the exciting adventures that awaited her. And so, Mini Pinkle and her magical school bag continued to explore, play, and learn, painting the world with wonder and delight, one day at a time. The end.